You already know what time it is, people. It's time to get our mind focused on greatness.
What's the deal, baby? You already know it is the big boss dog, K Poke through the door. Here to talk to football, baby. You know what I'm saying? The other members, they couldn't make it. So, boss said, man, look, make this video for the channel, for the family. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about two games, man. Very interesting games. One of them was a shocker. Not gonna lie to you. I was shocked beyond shockticity, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? But it's also heartbreak too in that game. You know what I mean? We got to talk about Chiefs versus Ravens, man. The Chiefs put it off. They're going to the Super Bowl. They won 17-10. I mean, it was just a tough game for the Baltimore Ravens. Offensively, they just couldn't get it going. They kept shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and missed plays and missed opportunities. It just was an ugly game offensively for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson couldn't get a rhythm, and it was a good job by Steve Spagnuolo getting ready for Lamar Jackson. They kind of limited the running lanes. Lamar Jackson got free a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they kind of kept him in check, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Lamar Jackson only had 54 yards rushing. His longest run was 21 yards. You know what I'm saying? They kind of kept him in check. Um, they forced Lamar Jackson to throw. Lamar Jackson was 20 for 37, 272 yards, a touchdown. He did throw an interception. He was sacked 4 times. He had a QBR of 42.5, and his rating was 75.5. It was not a good game for him throwing the ball. Zay Flowers at over 100. 5 receptions, 115. I mean, like I said, it was just an ugly game offensively by the Baltimore Ravens. Um, the Chiefs, like I said, did a phenomenal job of kind of keeping them in check. I mean, they held the Baltimore Ravens to just 81 yards rushing as a team, and nobody touched the end zone. You get what I mean? The Baltimore Ravens were able to get in the red zone a couple of times, and they weren't able to cash. You know what I'm saying? So, um, the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, I mean, what can I say? Pretty pedestrian game, 30 for 39, 241, had a touchdown. Um, 2 sacks, had a QB at 91.1 and 100, rating. So, like I said, he had a good game. Uh, I say pedestrian game. You know what I mean? Travis Kelsey, Travis Kelsey balled out, man. I mean, he tore up Hamilton. I mean, whoever was on him, he tore him up. Let's just say it like that. I mean, he devoured him. He had 11 receptions, 116 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he was targeted 11 times and caught all 11. Let me make that clear. He was targeted 11 times and caught all 11. I mean, as bad as I didn't want to see, him and Taylor Swift and that white boy Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, I got to give them that credit, man. They balled out. You know what I mean? They came prepared. They came locked in. They was ready for war. I mean, even pregame, they kicking helmets. They doing whatever. They talking trash. They was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? As a team, and Pacheco, 24 carries, 68 yards. I mean, the Ravens held him to 2.8 yards per carry, but you know what I mean? They still was, chugging along. That's still more rushing yards. They had 89 yards rushing as a team. You know what I mean? So it was a defensive game, but the Ravens just kept shooting themselves in the foot. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. They was able to rise and overcome and, get to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So they're back in the Super Bowl yet again. They went last year. They beat the Eagles last year. They back in the dance this year. So shout out to Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, and the Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid. They did a phenomenal job. And let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect this team to get back to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie to you because they've been kind of playing kind of pedestrian, kind of a leaky offense. Defense ain't really been up to par. So, you based off what they was playing like, you didn't really think that hey, these guys are gonna make it back there. But hey, they made it back there. I mean, so shout out to them um, for a great win. Let's segue on to the next game. Right, you have the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. This was a good game, right? Now I say early on, the Lions came out fast. The Lions came out swinging. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they scored a touchdown first drive, stopped the 49ers, came back and scored a touchdown again. I said, oh, these Lions coming to play. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jameer Gibbs was running the ball. Dave Montgomery and Mount St. Brian, the play caller was phenomenal. I was like, oh, you know, they doing their thing. You know what I mean? But it seems like in the second half, these guys ran out of gas. You know, it seems like they came out in their Ferrari, they going. And then they forgot that this is a marathon, not a sprint. You get what I mean? And you know, they ran out of gas and the 49ers came out and they came back and they fought. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, the Lions were up 24-7 going into the halftime. So you gotta understand, you looking at that, you like, okay, it might be over. You know what I mean? But the 49ers came back in the second half, you know, just roaring. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I say, it was 24-7. They come out that in the third quarter, kick a field goal 24-10. They get another stop. Brandon Ayuk catches a pass from Brock Purdy. It's 24-17. Defense gets another stop. They drive the field again. Chris McCaffrey scores. It's 24-24. Then they get another stop. 49ers get the ball back, kick a field goal. Now they're up 27-24. And then Elijah Mitchell runs in for a 3-yard touchdown. Now they're up 34-24. And you know, that last touchdown was the Lions just, you know, just trying to put some points on the board. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's why the score is 34-31. I mean, the 49ers came out in the second half. I don't know. They was like, man, we need to stop playing. I don't know what the motive was, but they came out locked in, ready to go, and they was able to put some things together, put points on the board. I mean, you think about it. It was 24-7, right? And what they was able to put were like 27 unanswered points in the second half. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, they came out in the second half, man, and you know, they took this game over. I mean, it's a tale of two different halves. The Lions won the first half. You know what I mean? Based off the Lions, if they would have played like that in the second half, they would be going to the Super Bowl. But they ran out of gas. I mean, the 49ers held them to 7 points in the second half. Understand that. The Lions had 24 points in the first half, right? The 49ers held them to 7 points in the second half, right? And that was mainly like just a gimme, like, you know, yeah, you can have that touchdown type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we finna win. You know, but Christian McCaffrey, 20 carries, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Debo Samuels, 8 receptions, 89 yards. Didn't get in the end zone. But like I said, it was overall a good game by the 49ers. Montgomery had 15 carries, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Laporta had 9 receptions, 97 yards. And Jared Goff was 25 for 41, 273 in the touchdown. So, like I said before, congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers, and also congratulations to the Detroit Lions because they haven't been in this particular area in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they got a lot they got to build on. I think, you know, looking at the Detroit Lions, they have nothing to hang their head over. They fought. They came out and they fought. You know, of course, they didn't get the job done, but hey, you know where you could get to. You know what I'm saying? And Dan Campbell got something good going on there in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They got stuff they can build off of. You know, they need a couple of more pieces. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some defensive linemen. Maybe another corner. You know, and on the offensive side of the ball, I would say maybe get another receiver. You know what I'm saying? It's some receivers that's going to be coming up in the draft or free agency. You know what I'm saying? So be looking there to, you know, maybe try to get Mike Evans, you know, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that can get you over the hump. You know what I mean? This is a very good team. Y'all got a good thing going. And y'all physical team, just build off of that. You know what I mean? Stack your offensive lineup. You know what I'm saying? And get Jared Goff another weapon. You know what I mean? And I think if you're able to do that as a team, mm-hmm, y'all can be the ones that's in the Super Bowl next year. So I wouldn't hang my hat as the Detroit Lions, man. Y'all fought hard. Y'all had a good game. You just couldn't put it together in the second half. But like I said, now we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to hold off my prediction for that. I'm going to say that for, when the other gentlemen are on the podcast. But like I said before, man, congratulations to San Francisco 49ers. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a hard-fought game. It was a very good game. I was very impressed with both teams. I mean, Kansas City Chiefs shocked me. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect them to be in this. I didn't expect them to be in the dance. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect that for them. I thought that it was gonna be 49ers and Ravens. I'll keep it 1,000. Now, many of the other brothers on the podcast, they picked the Lions to beat the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? And and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? I think that, the Detroit Lions do have a good team, bro. Like I told you, Dan Campbell did a great job. But they did what I thought they was gonna do. They ran out of gas. You know what I'm saying? They gotta build off of that, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta build off of that. They gotta, you know, they gotta they got nothing to hang their hat on. That's all about saying. They ain't got nothing to hang their hat on. They just got to keep going and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna get them over the hump. So, but like I said again, shout out to the 49ers. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.